Hey there, everyone. This is Al Cow playing Slay the Princess. Um. So. Oh, you look adorable! Oh, you look so cute! And I feel this is. Look. This maps. This maps. I feel like my idea is not entirely devoid of sense, but also this maps and this maps. So, I don't know. Hi, hey there, everyone. This is Aocow. So, I feel like yesterday I did like the single worst path choice possible in the entire universe. And I think everyone realizes, man, the sticker looks adorable. I just cannot. It's great. But yeah, but it made me think, like, it's clear that there's a lot of play in between a given chapter at some times. It's very easy to sidestep things, and I'm sure that within chapters, there are mutually exclusive things that can be experienced that are absolutely worth experiencing, right? So, last night, maybe not as far as night, but last at some time in the evening, I approached the spot zone asking if one, people would be interested in me trying to find a way to seek out these alternate paths. Assuming I would maybe have some help in order to track down what I have done and what can be done. Because I don't like, I love searching, but I don't like searching without knowing if there is something to find. And that's when someone, I wish I looked up who it was because I forgot, but someone told me, Cow, you can click on the stickers. And as soon as I read that, I was like, oh. Okay. Holes within holes! Okay, it's like a little image gallery, so it's per, like, art? And you get a little caption. So, okay, and about this, so yeah, here we can see how my den experience was, not fulfilling. So, it turns out that sometimes, like, I don't know what makes this, but, like, it was the hunted that made out a plan, right? But it turns out that also the stubborn can make a plan, which is to stand your ground and to just fight the beast. And it does lead to a scene. So yeah, so here I was in a case where my brain had an idea, but my body had a different idea. The body is me, I am the body. And so the conflict made hesitation, and that's why we died and we had such a slim thing. And we get actual, like, little hints down there. Okay. So this is the only one I'm going to do this. What? But here we can see at least a little bit of a hint of what to do to accomplish. And yeah, with this now, like, okay, I feel like the Wraith is one. Which one I feel like I've done a lot? You, for example. I feel like with the Nightmare, I don't know. The Stranger, I feel like there's no real... Even with the Stranger, which I always felt was fairly linear, I don't know what that means. But... Yeah. So I think that what I want to do at this point is I still want to, for now, concentrate on finishing my sticker collection. That, I think, should be my emphasis. And once that is done, I think we can start working on the museum. And I feel like the museum runs are going to be a lot different. I feel like they're going to be a lot more edited, trying to pinpoint moments, you know, where I can do something different. And like, I'll probably actively use the hints to guide me, provided by the game. And because it's going to be a lot more of a thorough search, I feel like. And I feel like it won't take as long as the sticker search, because in theory, I feel like with some of these, it's not going to take that many effort, like that many tries. I need to see something though in a damsel. Okay, see, it saved it saved my, it's going really worse. Oh no, so it saved that. So like, I don't even need to commit to a full run, it looks like. That's interesting, but like I said, we'll explore the in-depth mechanics of the museum once we get there. But as I've said already like 3 times, let's just work on the stickers now. The way I see it, today is we're gonna start the 5th loop of the cycle. Hopefully I can get 2 out. Let's say I get a base level and a level 3 out. 2, 3. In theory, that would leave 1, 2, 3. That would leave. Okay, then I would need to do 1 full cycle, and then I would need like 1 more loop to get the last sticker. I'm going to assume that the end of everything requires you to get there with the various forms. So I'm still gonna have to beat the cycle that but you know, like, so, okay. But I think like it's good. So we're looking forward to 1 more full cycle that I'm just gonna be playing normally. Although I might look at this here to help me guide me into like things I can do if I run out of specific ideas. And then afterwards, a further hunt. Alright. I feel like I went into way more details than necessary about this. But I like clarity, and I like things to be clear for y'all, my intents and all that. With that said, it's the hero and the princess.
You're on a path.
5th loop of the 2nd cycle.
At the end of that path is a cabin.
It's the last
loop. In the
loop.
basement of that cabin is a princess.
Sounds great.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I don't know what approach I want to take.
Of course I haven't. Nobody wants the world. I mean, maybe some people do. Like nihilists or very, very evil people. But surely you're not one of those, right?
I feel like you would know, of all people. You created me.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Do I get to know what it is? You don't even tell me what it is? Yeah.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it.
Uh-huh.
It's a special reward, just for you.
He's thinking about when you're locked into purgatory.
I can promise you it's going to be even better than your
where you basically can I remember this, because it's so funny. You can just choose the option of be happy. Alright. Sweet.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Alright.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Alright.
A warning, before you go any further. She will lie.
I mean, none of this changed.
This, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses.
Oh, this is interesting. So even though I took an approach where I was very pro-narrator during like the forest scene, here the hero still princess. That's interesting.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
That's interesting. Part of me wants to not pick the knife again.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I do want to do this right. Ha! Oh my gosh, I ran out of no blades option.
You take the blade from the table.
That is funny.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay. You forced the blade into my hand, huh? This is the never take your blade at first run, though. So let's try to be as nice as possible, but with blade, and see if it takes us anywhere, maybe? Now I can enter the basement. Oh, that's funny.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Yeah, rot isn't good.
The princess really lives here. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Eventually, like, a whole bunch of moss and mushrooms starts to grow, and then they grow tendrils, and that's when you start having a problem.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Whoa! So by picking up the sword, that's enough to inform her. She's like, who's there? She's like, who's there? Like, accusatory. Oh, that's so cool. I don't think I noticed. Like, yeah.
She sounds
okay.
dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Oh, that's neat.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Yeah, naturally. And I do not have a, hey, I just want to help you out.
Don't be a stranger. And it's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Hey.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Will I have any non-violent options?
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Coldly beautiful. See, having played the no sword, all these no blades run back to back, I am super noticing these differences.
Focus on the task.
It's so good.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Look at her face. She is not impressed. Nah.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked?
What if we did?
It's not like she's a threat.
What if we primed her for violence?
Don't you dare.
And then we don't.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
It's true, it's pretty rude.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clack.
I love my lack of ceremony.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
That's the plan.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
Hey.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
It's kind of funny you don't have the option of just putting it on the floor. Like, dropping it is pretty dramatic.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Huh.
Don't just tell her that.
No.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Like, this is neat, because it is absolutely a mirror to a situation that happened before, but the vibe is completely different. I
don't remember
love
much about
it.
it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Yes, they have. Ooh, I love that face. It's so good.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
It could be a passive effect.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
That's going to be the next cycle. The next cycle is going to be the opposite. It's absolutely going to be the cycle of violence.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure
Yeah,
you think you want to
But
hear.
yeah, you know that I know that. That's
But you
meaningless.
don't really know
Yeah.
me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Narrator does not like royalty. What are you gonna answer in this tone?
She hesitates before answering.
Because it was like silly when you in the bladeless like
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or Her
Okay.
Majesty. Any honorific should do.
Okay.
really.
Yeah. See, this is neat.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Yeah. No, I feel like I'm just not gonna get anything out of her.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
The Slayer, I need to go back, but like, what's gonna happen?
Oh, you have to be kidding.
This is a bit of a meta decision, but like, I do not see what can even happen.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess.
Like,
to
she's
the
not
wall.
gonna
You
eat
give them a
herself
tug.
out of there.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Oh, you guessed right.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
I don't like
If we were
that.
stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Gonna try the
You try
door.
the
It's locked.
It's locked from the outside.
Like, this is like with the damsel.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs.
She
This
didn't
would
break
have been
herself
so
free.
much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Look.
Easier for whom?
Yeah.
Easier for everyone.
Look.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Look. I'm committed. This is the cycle where, at the very least at first, I try to help the princess. Let's stay consistent-ish. Like, it never ends well for me, except for the one time.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
Giving me the puppy dog
The
eyes.
blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
That's
Free
consistent.
from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
I mean, we can't. I guess you're kind of...
No, we won't
Forcing
have
me.
any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Huh?
As the princess approaches the
Okay.
bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
I do have Warn. It's... That's interesting. Let's just do it.
Bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally.
Correction. It's the one where I always start nice, but yeah, things just kind of devolve and fly out of control. This is like what happened with Damsel, just a step earlier.
Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
I'm a smart bird.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one.
Oh, really? Huh? Is that so?
But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Give up.
As the blade falls from your trembling hands, the princess rears back, readying a bone-shattering haymaker.
Oh no!
You fall to your knees, barely able to process the ringing in your ears before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you. If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, we'll kill her
Hey.
before she gets out.
You got a few cuts in, that's pretty good. Like, this is pretty nasty here.
Oh, too weak to even try fighting back. How disappointing.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like
I
this.
think it is.
Right?
Oh, this is just the saddest bird.
I'm sorry, but it's over.
Oh. Yeah.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
She did not look impressed at all.